Hi babies, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl V Gucci and happy Makeup Wednesdays. So guys, I'm here to teach you guys how I created the most perfect, green eye makeup look ever. But you guys know it is all about the skin for me. So I'm going to be walking you guys through how I created flawless face for this eye makeup. If you guys are curious to know how this makeup turns out, video starts now. So guys, I have gone ahead and buttered my face with my favorite primer ever. This is the Velvet Matte Primer from YSL. It literally soaks up all the oils in my face and it holds my foundation in place all day, okay? V Gucci source. Now y'all, I'm going to be going on with my favorite foundation ever. This is no secret for you if you have been following me for a minute now. I swear by Estee Lauder Double Wear, they have my shade. I swear to you, if they had everybody's shade, like everybody's perfect shade, this would be the best foundation in the whole wide world, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and butter this all over my face. I'll be back to show you guys what the finished result of this foundation looks like. So babies, a good tip that I always gave my clients whenever I was doing their makeup, I would tell them to go ahead and cover their eyes with their foundation. So I'm using whatever I have left over to cover my chin and my under eyes. So it is just going to be a simple, flawless makeup application all over. So guys, to create this beautiful green ivy makeup look, I'm going to be using these three palettes. The first one is the Morphe Boss Mode palette. I'm going to be using the Mini Magic or the Magic Mini Juvia's Place palette. And I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Rivera palette. Plus, I'm going to be going in with my green liner. I did brag about how I bought this from the MUA store in Houston. So if you are in Houston, go to the MUA store and go pick up this liquid liner. The applicator is absolutely fabulous, okay? But if you guys are ready to see what this makeup look like, let's get started. So guys, I'm going to begin with the darkest green, and I'm pretty much just going to ombre it out till it gets lighter on my eyes. And yes, honey, let's get started. So I'm grabbing my bougie little Chanel eyeshadow brush and I'm gonna start cutting out that corner V, packing on that dark green color on my corner.
But I don't wanna be sober. I go higher, I go lower. Yeah, venom, I go blow.
Next babies, I'm gonna grab this green color. I'm gonna actually dabble into both of these green, and that is gonna be my next transition green color. I'm gonna start patting it right in because I kind of wanted to, like I said, ombre and just mix in perfectly. And I'm just gonna start patting it. As you guys can see, I don't want it to completely erase out the dark green. I just want them to kind of build and groove together, if you catch my vibes. Next guys, I'm going to be going into my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I'm going to be grabbing this yellow color called Gabbana. It is a sexy pale yellow, almost mustard type of color, but because it is a lighter shade than what I'm using and I wanted to pop a little bit more, I'm going to be using my Path McGrath concealer to kind of cut into my crease, but you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm riding the wave, I'm vibing by the body I'm sliding.
So guys, grabbing that sexy Gabbana color, I'm gonna place it right on top of that concealer. And what you guys are gonna see is that concealer and the Gabbana color is literally almost the same shade, but it is so pretty and it's gonna help it to just pop completely. So guys, for this next step is where things get a little bit hard. That's why I'm up close and personal with you. I am going to be drawing on my liquid liner. If you guys are not good at drawing liquid liners, okay, don't worry, I got you. I'm going to do a dedicated video to how I put on my liquid liner. So if you guys are curious, stay tuned. On my Makeup Wednesdays video is coming soon, I promise, right? So guys, I'm going to go ahead and start laying out this green liner all through the top, just like that, right? But I'm gonna pull it out a little bit. Once I have my green liner on, I'm gonna be going in with my Charlotte Tilbury black liquid liner, and I'm pretty much just gonna scoop that right underneath where that liner is, just to help clean up and sharpen this look even more. It is just best to finish it off with black on the bottom.
Yeah, you know how I do. Yeah, you know how I do.
And guys, I'm trying my best to talk you guys through this while I do it, but of course it requires a lot of concentration. Have patience and just kind of let it flow. So guys, now that I've gone ahead and drawn on my liner, I'm gonna go ahead and ombre out the liner as well. And the best way that I can give you guys to do this is hold your mirror right underneath your eyes and just kind of refresh that green liner
4 or 5 shots in a row. You know how it
just in the center. And once you refresh that green liner right in the center, we're gonna pop on our shadow. The color that I'm gonna be popping is from the Mini Magic palette, and it's this beautiful color called Nubia. And it's this pretty like yellow color. And I'm gonna put that right up in here while that liner is still wet.
You know how it go, go, go. 6, 7, then I go low, then I go low.
Now guys, I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier mascara to just kind of comb out my lashes and prepare it for the falsies that I'm gonna put on. Hello. So guys, for my under eye concealer, you guys know I am currently obsessed with Pat McGrath, okay? I'm gonna be going in with both of her concealer in the M19. The M19 is lighter, so I'm gonna stick that right over here. And the M23 is gonna be like my darker shade, so I'm just kind of gonna have that laid out in the corner. And yeah. Another place I like to highlight is down my nose. And I swear this is it. Like, I don't do much. Like, I know you guys see all these YouTubers putting it all over their face. This is it. My under eye and my nose. Giving them pointed nose. A good tip that I always give my clients or my audience is to use your concealer to sharpen up your liner. Always, okay? This is gonna make your liner look like a professional did your makeup. Easy. A good tip that I always give my clients or my audience is to use your concealer to sharpen up your liner. Always, okay? This is gonna make your liner look like a professional did your makeup. Easy fixes, eh? And all what I'm gonna do is take my damp beauty blender and start pressing and dabbing this concealer until it's absolutely blended into my face correctly. I swear, okay? This concealer is the truth. Like, look at my under eye. As in babies, look at my under eye. Ha! I'm gonna be going in with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. Perfect shade for black people. I always say this. Another good shade for black people is gonna be the Laura Mercier translucent powder. They have a darker shade than the white translucent one that they have, and I also love that powder. Fenty also got some good powder. But you guys know I've been using Sacha Buttercup for like 5 or 7 years now. I really don't plan on stopping. It's just, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Now it's time for contour, okay? I am using my Studio Fix by MAC to contour my nose. And if you guys know, I just love powder contour. I feel like it gives you the most natural finish for your contour ever. So I'm literally just gonna be carving my nose out. Every time I do my nose makeup, I always think about the video that I did with my dad when he did the voiceover. And he was talking about, look at you, giving them pointed nose. Every video that I put out, I cannot stress this tip enough, okay? Please use your damp beauty blender to press in your contour. The difference between this side and this side is a lot of people, they just stop here. Do you want to announce to the whole world that you're shaping your nose before you step out of the house? I beg. If you don't just take that beauty blender and press it well into your face and make it look seamless. Mama. The art of makeup is making it look like you woke up like that. Look at the shape of my nose. I'm looking like I just visited Dr. Houston. Can you imagine? Imagine. I'm giving you pointed. As far as my cheek contour, I'm gonna be mixing some of this Juvia's Place eyeshadow with some of my Fenty bronzer, and I'm gonna be laying that on my cheeks. The reason is, guys, it is so hard to find the perfect bronzer if you are black in this industry. I don't know why, but I love a good matte bronzer. I love this, but it's almost too red, so I use this because it's like a true brown almost, right? And I'm just gonna squeeze my brush together and scope out and carve out my cheeks on both sides.
And I go low, 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 till I can't think
Now I'm gonna be going in with my Fenty and doing the same thing.
anymore, till I don't feel anymore.
And I'm almost gonna use my Fenty as a blush as well.
Till I can't think anymore.
Finally, my favorite time of the day. It is highlight time. And you guys know I've been endorsing this line like no other. I love my Ember Dazzle highlighter. I love my Ember Dazzle highlighter. Ember Dazzle, for those that do not know, is a small business. And I'm not even kidding you when I tell you her highlighter is popping. I don't want to overly do it. You know, I'm not really going anywhere. I wore this look for a wedding, and God, I got so much compliments that day. I was like, hey man, I need to film this. Instagram needs to see me. YouTube, they need to see me. So guys, I'm moving that highlighter through my eyebrow bone and lastly down the center of my nose. And this is all the places that I like to place highlighter on my face. Next guys, I'm going to be running some of that dark green underneath my waterline.
Don't feel anymore, till I can't think anymore, till I don't feel anymore.
Grabbing that same liquid liner, I'm going to draw it out right over here. And right here.
I can't think anymore, till I don't feel anymore.
And while that dries, I'm going to go ahead and put on some mascara. Grabbing that same yellow highlighter that is on the corner of my eye, I'm going to place that right at the bottom.
It's 5 a.m. I've been up since 10.
I just feel like that green underneath it just kind of helps it pop a little bit more. And that is pretty much the eye look. I'm going to go ahead and stick on my lashes and I'll be back to show you. So babies, for my lips, I'm going to be wearing Lady Danger by MAC. And I'm also going to be wearing it with some of these Beauty Supply, NYX, and Kiss lip liners that I picked up. So I'm going to start with the thinner one. And I'm just going to go ahead and line and shape out my lip.
Smoking it up, and I don't need a man.
So now I'm going to be using that Chubbier pencil from NYX, and I love this because this just gets the corners perfectly right.
It is that feeling, a couple hours punk cloud nine. Don't worry, I go take my time.
Last but not least, my Lady Danger, beautiful orange color.
I let it take control, I'm on the road. Please put it on rewind, yeah.
Last but not least, y'all, I'm going to be spraying my face with my Fresh Vitamin Nectar Setting Spray or Face Mist. Now, I'm doing this just to kind of wake my makeup up, and it kind of just makes everything look like skin. It smells so good, so I'm so obsessed with spraying this. But that is it, guys. I'm going to let my hair down from these pin curls, and I'll be back to show you guys the finished look. So guys, I have gone ahead and let my hair down. As you can see, this hair is given all shades of fabulous. Okay, this is that Gucci hair. And what do we think about my makeup? Okay, I hope it wasn't too complicated for you guys. If you guys do create this look, make sure you tag me and let me know. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. Okay, make sure you are subscribed, make sure you like this video, and I'll see you next week for another Makeup Wednesdays.